Lieutenant!
Respect.
Here is my...
At your orders.
How do the various squadrons...
The recruits I train are intended to carry out more...
Really?
I teach them how to blend into the background, understand customs, observe...
That's strange. These skills are not...
These skills are always useful.
What kind of training do your men
I
have?
can't go into details, but they learn...
You mean to blindly follow orders?
We also teach them to analyze situations, so that they know when to act to avoid risking their lives.
How did you become an instructor in this camp?
I have led numerous squadrons before, and I've trained... I worked with Captain Ross.
That's very impressive. And I expect that you're familiar with the natives' environment.
Yes, of course.
How did you become an instructor?
I have led numerous... I worked...
That's very and I expect...
Yes.
How do the various squadrons in this camp differ? Really?
These...
Kurt, don't you think that someone this talented... You see, we need to find someone who can replace...
I'm not an idiot, madam. An offer like that comes at...
In that case...
We need to get on with the
I don't recall...
Captain.
Lieutenant.
Captain.
My friend here would like to learn more about this camp.
At your orders, Captain. Madam?
Can you tell us about your squadron?
The recruits who come here are the best. And in my squadron, I don't know what else to tell you. They're just exactly what you...
What kind of training?
Combat in natural settings. Combat.
I'm very curious about how you train against them.
Now, these are complex, secret maneuvers.
That's a pity. It would
I heard the recruit Rayner trained here.
Oh, he was a good one.
So we've heard. Your captain told us he died.
The training we do outside. Unfortunately, Rayner fell to his...
He fell.
I'd like to get back to work now, if you'll allow it.
Go on.
I hope that it won't...
We'll be quick, Lieutenant.
The story about training against magic is a lie. This lieutenant has no idea what he's talking about.
So what could they be training recruits?
Soldier!
Yes, Captain.
At ease. We have some questions for you.
Me? At your orders, Captain.
You look exhausted.
Well, it's difficult at first.
Haven't you ever wanted to stop? You've never...
I'm not a coward, nor a weakling.
What is that? Your...
Our squadrons, Captain.
You seem concerned about your comrades. You keep looking...
No, not at all.
Are you afraid?
Absolutely not.
Since this is such...
Yes, of course. But it's...
Really?
I don't know what you're trying to get me to say. Rayner left the squadron because he was sent on a mission.
Sorry, mate, but that's not...
I don't know any...
Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Good heavens. I feel like a bogeyman.
These recruits are clearly scared to let any information slip.
It's as if their life depended on it. Hello, soldier.
Captain?
We need information. Your instructor authorized us to question you.
Of course, madam. I'm listening.
How would you describe your training? Do you train outside the camp much?
Yes, we do. Well, not...
Really? Yet we've been told that you're...
Yeah.
Problems remembering.
No, Captain.
What's it like in your squad?
Very good. The Phantom Squadron is made up...
Do you trust your
We're like 5 fingers on one hand, madam.
You've sure got the military...
Yes, Captain.
We've learned that a recruit died in an accident during...
No. Of course.
That's strange. I was told that this...
If you don't mind, I'd like to get...
He seems afraid...
No. It's not that.
Very well.
Excellence.
These kids are scared to death.
Yes. This boy...
Soldier! At ease, soldier.
We'd like to learn more about...
I have nothing to say about...
Really? Go on, it's not a difficult question. What...
Is this a test, Captain?
No, it's not a test.
Well, training is difficult.
That's an interest. You're very united in this squadron. At least that's what I've been...
United?
That's rather sinister. Does the...
Yeah.
You seem rather hesitant.
No. Well, not at all. And we're lucky to have the Lieutenant as our instructor.
We should leave this...
Your name, soldier?
Wilhelm. First-class recruit Wilhelm.
Keep it up, Wilhelm.
Lieutenants!
Captain?
Could you give us a few minutes and take us around? I've never been here before, and I'm curious...
I'm not sure if we can, Cap.
We are on duty, Captain.
Right, Lieutenant.
Are
you coming with us?
No.
As you like. In that case...
Wilhelm, we need to talk. And don't worry, Captain Kurt will make sure...
Why are you doing this?
We didn't think you'd say anything as long as she was...
If you noticed, others will have too. They'll make...
Even more reason to talk. If we have proof, we can take act...
Very well.
What's really going on here? We know that Rain...
This is supposed to be a training camp for the... Only the most talented recruits are allowed to join. This is that's what we're told every day.
Tell me about the training you undergo here.
It's more torture. We're constantly beaten and humiliated, and the slightest complaint only leads to more. They even push us to police one another, so we don't dare talk. Whatever the orders, we put our heads down, grit our teeth.
And they call us barbarians.
I heard them tell you about the specialist training against the natives in hostile. What they teach us would be more useful for us.
As for Rainer, do you know what happened to him?
Yes. One day he just couldn't stand it any longer. He disobeyed orders, they summoned him for night training.
What does that
It doesn't have much to do with real training. The weakest serve as punching bags for the others, who are in... If we refuse, we too become the target. If you're looking to punish Rainer's murderer, you can start with me.
Thank you for...
I hope you can do so.
We understand the risk you've taken. We won't let you down.
Thank you. Really. That was truly fascinating.
Captain?
I've seen everything I needed to see. You can leave us.
Yes, Captain.
Shall we go?
Kurt, Wilhelm has spoken.
What did he tell you?
He said the recruits go through hell. They are humiliated, spy on each other, get bullied. It's essentially torture. Rainer wouldn't stand for these methods. He rebelled and was summoned for night training.
Are you sure he used that term?
Yes. But he told me it's not really training. That recruits are summoned.
And the others beat them. Sometimes to death. I know.
You know about this kind of training?
Yeah. I thought it was a thing of the past. What a monster. How dare he?
I'm so sorry. I'm lost for words.
There's two parts of the barracks we should look at more closely. Rolf's quarters and the basement, which they refuse to open for me.
You're full of anger, Sengots. Take a deep breath and think. Then tell us your plan.
Let's wait for nightfall. We'll sneak into the camp unseen, search the barracks, the private quarters, and then the basement.
We might also try to find out where this night training takes place.
Yes. I wouldn't want other young recruits to lose their lives tonight. Especially Wilhelm.
Strange. There's no one left in this part of the camp.
Maybe they're in the combat pit behind the barracks. I saw it when I visited the camp. Or they've already left for their night training. Let's find Rolf's office. He surely has the key to the basement.
This letter is disturbing, Kurt. It confirms that several deaths have been disguised in order to keep this camp secret. But it says that the recruits trained here have been assigned to governors from different cities. And yet I'm sure that Constantine knows nothing about these elite units. The conclusion of the letter also confirms that the commander is pleased with what's been going on here.
So Torsten knew.
So it seems. Including about the deaths.
He's gone too far. He dishonors us all. Sieglinder was right.
Locked. This room. What could have happened in here?
I know this smell only too well. Fear, blood, death.
These people have turned this place into a site of suffering. It will take years of work to erase its traces.
This document explains a lot. They torture the soldiers to break them. Raynor shows up on this list more than once. He gave them a lot of problems.
Those who resist too much are lynched during night training. Rolf, you'll pay for this.
Kurt, Wilhelm's name was added to tonight's training.
That's the young man who helped us, isn't it? They will probably kill him for it.
We can't let them kill him. We must stop this training immediately.
The risk is that Rolf will ambush us.
If this boy dies because of us, I will never forgive myself. I refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You surprise me once again, Kurt. You are full of compassion for these youngsters.
They're just kids. There has to be a... way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more.
Refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You surprise me once again, Kurt. You're full of compassion.
What could have happened in here?
I know this smell only too well. Fear, blood, death.
These people have turned this place into a site of suffering. It will take years of work to erase its traces.
This document...
No,
that's
we
the
can't... If
risk.
this... I refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You surprise me once again, Kurt. You're full of compassion for these youngsters.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more.
Refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You surprise me once again, Kurt. You're full of compassion for these youngsters.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more.
Nobody saw us. All we have to do is ambush them in the pit. Rolf, you bastard! How could you be part of this disgrace?
You know that this is how the best soldiers are made. Soldiers, grab your weapons! Death to the traitors!
Stop! Soldiers, are you really going to obey these scoundrels? Do I need to remind you of the Guard's motto? Where is your honor?
I won't repeat myself, recruits. execute these traitors.
Soldiers, listen to your captain. You are the victims of these monsters, and we are here to save you. We're doing our best to avoid a fight, to spare your lives.
Well, what do you want us to do? We have orders, and we know what will happen to us if we don't obey.
Enough! To arms! Attack!
Put your weapons down and no one will get...
Really? What do you think you'll be considered traitor?
Death is all.
Must I remind you what happened to Raina?
And however many others...
Is this what you were...
Maybe not.
Exactly.
Attack!
And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
You're finally here.
Sorry, Captain. The boy resists.
I hope your troops are ready for a real fight.
Captain Kurt!
Don't underestimate. Shut up.
What have you done with Wilhelm?
He received the punishment for traitors and
Kurt, I'm terribly sorry.
You're...
What could have happened in here?
I know this smell only too well. Fear, blood, death.
These people have turned this place into a site of suffering. It will take years of work to erase its traces.
This document...
No,
Kurt, that's
we
the
can't...
risk.
I refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You surprise me once again, Kurt. You are full of compassion for these youngsters.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more. Despite what Wilhelm told me, I wasn't expecting this. He's getting destroyed.
They'll kill him. We can't let them get away with it.
Come on, if you dare.
Stop!
Soldiers!
Captain?
You shouldn't be...
Do you know what happens to those who die in this? Their bodies are thrown out like if you die here. I doubt that's...
No.
A good soul...
Really? Did you recruit?
No. You're right.
Traitors.
To my help!
I'm wounded, but I'll survive.
Come, Wilhelm. We'll help you get home.
I'm counting on you to bring...
Yes, Captain.
Well then. Let's hope that Rolf didn't hear the sounds of combat. Surprise is our best ally.
You're right. Let's try to approach discreetly.